Namaste. My name is Shinod. I welcome you to the Transformation Through Inspiration series. Let's focus on a question which was sent to me by a very dear friend of mine. The question is how to transform a critic into an admirer. Interesting, isn't it? How to transform a critic into an admirer. The various forms of critic, outside and inside. I would rather take your attention to the critic that's inside first, rather than dealing with the outside critics. We will get to that. But firstly, I would like to get your attention to the critic who is on the inside. When I say inside, it means the self-talk which happens 24/7. Even in our sleep, even when we are brushing our teeth, doing whatever. 90% of the time, it is said that whatever we speak to ourselves, we speak in a very down-tone manner or in a very negative manner. Why are we so interested in silencing or converting the critic who is on the outside into an admirer, but why aren't we focusing on the critic who is on the inside? Isn't that something which is really important or something really needed to look at? I would rather say, before silencing the outer critic, let's focus on the inner critic first. The inner critic, even though the outer critic might be using few words, it may have been just once or twice, but the inner critic keeps going on and on and on and on and on, which gets draining a lot of times. So, in order to shift this inner critic or shift this critic, you need to be aware of it, is it not? So, just take a minute. Take a deep breath. It just relaxes you. No matter what learning happens, it happens in deep relaxation. None of the learnings happen in haste or in disturbance. A lot of learnings happen in deep relaxation. So just take a deep breath, relax, and see what are you speaking to yourself. What is the tone in which you're speaking to yourself? And how does that make you feel? That's it, alright. Now, let's just shift our attention to your heart space now. Your physical heart, wherever it is. Left or right, center or top, wherever. So, get your attention to the physical heart. Take a deep breath in. And whoever this inner critic is, just say, I love you. And ask the inner critic to be quiet for some time and say that yes, you are criticizing for me to do better, you are criticizing to make me do good and excel, and whatever the reason is. For now, for some time, it's okay for you to be silent. Just take a deep breath. And just keep giving love and acceptance to this critic also. We're not going to criticize the critic. That's it, yeah. So, once you have this benign attention or loving attention towards this critic, I want you to think about the person who has been criticizing you over the last few days, months or years. It could be a father, mother, it could be a brother, sister, or a colleague, or anybody. I want you to just look deep within them and see what is beyond the facade of criticism. Why are they trying to criticize? What is it in it for them? Are they trying to show their power? Are they trying to prove that they're better than you, or are they like a little child asking for attention and love and care? Interesting space, isn't it? Just go deep within yourself and see what are your defense mechanisms. What are you trying to defend by showing off the other person? Just be aware of it. Just be aware of these words which I'm saying, and allow these words to just wash your heart and ears and your mind through. It's alright if your mind wanders, it's okay, just allow it to. So, just get into your heart space and allow this person who is criticizing you to be who they are, and notice the agenda of why they are criticizing you, and drop all the defenses and see whatever they are criticizing about, is it something true about you? Is it triggering something in you? If it is, please go and correct it. Or else, just step into your heart and see what is the person actually trying to get by criticizing. And dropping the defense or the offense, just step right into that space where you could communicate and give that person whatever he is desiring. You don't have to fulfill what he is saying through words, but just step into your heart and see whether this person is like a little child trying to play tantrums, and just try giving it off. And once that happens, you would have a non-violent communication or conversation where there is no offense, no defense. And when that happens, you're in a space of transforming that critic into an admirer. What does any person want in the first place? They want to be happy, though it might not seem like that, but every person, no matter what game they're playing, they're trying to, in their best known ways, they're trying to be happy, is it not? So, if that is what they need, let's give it to them. If love is what they need, we cannot transform a critic using a logic. It may be possible, not denying it, but the logic is much more tedious. But when you get into a heart space, when you open your heart and communicate without the defenses or the offenses, or without any fences out there, you would see your communication would be so very different. You would just be a magical, a charismatic person who's changing all the critics into admirers. For the first time, you would notice that first critic you have to, or you must convert or transform into an admirer is you yourself. When you start loving yourself or admiring yourself, you would see the whole game changes. Isn't that beautiful? I hope this insight works for you. Do let us know how different do you feel after this. Just remember to relax and love yourself and use your intelligence to have a good open space conversation. Thank you very much for your time and space. God bless you. Stay blessed.